Okay folks, this is another video from Panda Outdoors. You see I've done a knife upgrade, a little knife video a while ago, and this is just an updated one. You seen that I bought the Condor knife on my last one, and now I'm using another knife pretty much all the time now. So again, I'm just going to go through them fairly quick, the knives that I use mainly. Okay, so I have as you can see, my trusty Mora knife. I keep this now just in a pack as like a spare backup knife that I've always got with me, like in my spare camping gear. So this just gets kept in a little bag that I'll transfer from truck to truck when I'm going camping, just as a backup. I've done a bit of a customization on it. I just ground the back off so I can use a ferrocerium rod with it. And again, it's in its own leather sheath that I bought as an additional one. That's a really good sheath, as you can see. Keeps the knife in, doesn't come out, and it's just on a little belt dangler. So that's me Mora. That's the first bushcraft knife that I got when I got into bushcraft. So that's me Mora knife. And then if you remember last year, this time last year, I went to the bushcraft show and I got myself the Condor knife. Okay, this one's on a belt loop one, not a dangler, and it's a really good knife. It's full tang. It's quite thick and it feels nice in your hand, feels good. But the biggest downfall was for me, it takes a lot of maintenance and I'm a bit rough and ready with my gear. That's not rust on it, by the way, that's just leather off the sheath. So before anyone says it's rust, it's where it's cut into the leather, but it does need a clean. So that is my Condor knife. The only trouble was, first time I was using it, I started to bevel the blade. I must have just been a little bit rough with it, but I like the knife. I like it. When I'm using a knife, they take a bit of a beating. So again, I really do like the knife. Feels lovely in the hand, as you can see. It looks nice as well. It's got a good grip on it, but it just wasn't really suited for me at the minute. As I say, I'm a little bit rough with my tools, which I know I shouldn't be, but when it started to bevel, I didn't want to ruin the knife. So I want to keep this for more finer work, carving and stuff like that. So after that, I got engaged, and as a present, my fiance bought me a new knife as an engagement present. Bit more my style, a little bit more rugged, a little bit more for me. It's built like a tank. You've probably seen it in some of the videos anyway. It is my Survival Lily knife. Okay, so I've added a few things to it. It's got a little tail on the end, and I added a grenade pouch to it as with a firelighting kit in and a ferrocerium rod, and that's just weaved on with 550 paracord. Okay, so the reason why I like this knife is it's a lot thicker. As you can see, it's a lot thicker and it's full tang. It is built like a tank. Okay, it has got the pummel, it's got the little grips on your fingers for doing some finer work, and it's got a pummel just on the bottom. So this is the knife I go to. This is like my go-to knife at the minute. Again, does need a bit of a clean, so that's a task that I'm gonna do today. Give it a bit of a clean. But again, this has been used and abused for the part since October, just getting battered, beat on, splitting wood and stuff like that. It's not let me down. Seen a video where I built a bushcraft mallet with it. This was this knife as well. So again, just a really good knife. The only thing that I didn't like was it's got a plastic Kydex sheath. I don't really like that, but I managed to modify it and put a little pouch on, and it feels okay. So they are my bushcraft knives that I use, and at the moment my go-to is my Survival Lily knife. That's the knife I'm tending to go to all the time now, and the Condor one, it's just put on the back burner for a little bit, but hopefully I will get some more use out of that on the finer work. And then the good old trusty Mora, that just lives now in my backup bag, but for the price of it, I'd never get rid of it. £15 for the Mora Companion, and again, they do the job well. I just wanted something a little bit more rugged, a little bit more sturdier. The Condor knife, that was the next step up. That was around £55. Again, really nice knife, but I think it just takes a little bit too much maintenance for me to handle, with the blade beveling really quick. And then obviously with the Survival Lily knife, I haven't had to do nothing with it. I haven't had to sharpen it or anything. I've had it for months, and it's just still soldiering on. So that's just a little brief look at some bushcraft knives for you. Again, they do move up the scale, so you've got £15, £55, and then that was £130. I'm going to say, I think it was £130. Again, not overly expensive for the quality of knife that you're getting. If you look how thick it is, like, it's ridiculously thick. So you can literally survive with that knife. Okay, I hope you've liked that little brief look into my progression of my knives this year and what I'm using currently at the moment as my go-to knife. Again, there is a video coming out of me showing you how to put the grenade pouch onto the sheath as well, so that'll be out in a couple of weeks, and I hope you enjoy that. Again, thanks for watching. I've been Panda, and I hope to see you outdoors sometime. Take care now, and goodbye.